Oh, hey guys, how y'all doing? Dave here from Wolf in the Wild Survival. All right. Guys, anybody remember this? No, you don't. No, you don't. But maybe, just maybe, does anybody remember this? A couple of videos ago, I said I had this sort of instant campsite thing that I was going to try out. Well, today we're going to do her up. Now I know once I get it out of the bag that I made, out of vapor barrier, I'm not going to be able to get it back in. So I had the idea, just stuff it in an old chair bag. So that's going to be the carrying case for it. And since I put this together, I've had a few different ideas, but we're going to do the base model first, and I'll build on it later. So we're going to try it in an instant campsite. Okay, so open her up. Right on top, some food, some fruit snacks, tea, oatmeal, stuff like that. And actually, you know what? That's gonna take too long. Let's get this thing out of the way, because I can already see it being annoying. There. Oh yeah, that's tight. There. So that's everything right there. So, okay, I got a bunch of stuff in here too. Let me point you at what I'm doing. There we are. Now, inside my little instant campsite, I packed up, before I rolled it, some other little goodies. For cooking and boiling water purposes, tin foil. A lot of tin foil. Paracord. Some water purification, a ferro rod, and a flashlight. And just a cheap folding saw from a company called World Famous. So it's not very good. It is kind of a cheaper knockoff of the Woods camp saw, but for the purposes of what I'm doing here, it'll be fine. So, put this over here. That. Let's start getting her up. First of all, some paracord. I'm going to try to do this without cutting my paracord for the now. Not 100% sure if I'll be able to do it or not, which actually I'm 100% sure I will not be able to do it. And it's already starting to tangle, which is true to form anytime I touch any kind of cordage. Quite what I had in mind. Now, as you can see, I've got some Mylar. Holding it okay. Never fails, man. Never fails. Every time I touch cordage. Hey. There. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, we're going to take a little piece. had this figured. Go from here. One eyelet in from the end, so you leave one open. Look at that. Do it again. Cut that one a wee bit short. It's okay. So, a bunch of pressing knots. Hold everything into place just nicely. Did I grab the wrong? Well, I guess not. So, I might have grabbed the wrong size tarp. Yeah. I grabbed the wrong tarp, everybody. Bunch of them down in my basement. They were folded up. I thought I had the right one. What are you gonna do? It'll still work, kind of. You know what I didn't do? I didn't clear out the snow. Oh. Okay, you know what? I think the battery died on this. This one doesn't want to work right. No, it's the battery too. So the batteries aren't very good on those cameras I just bought. Luckily I have more. Battery looks okay on you, so I guess come with me. Now, as you can see, this is actually the bottom of the shelter. down there's the top. So I kind of messed that up. I tell you, as if it's not difficult enough, get these cameras all set up, lug everything out into the woods, then you got camera issues, stuff that don't really want to work right. Memory card saying, oh, you didn't format me properly. I am not really a tech guy, you know? But bad day in the woods is still better than a good day at work. Okay. Two steaks. You know what? I'm going to show you guys the forgotten knot. Come here. I see bushcrafters, camper guys, all these people doing all these, you know, nifty, crazy knots and whatever. I never see them do a hangman's noose. And this is a very simplistic version. Normally you would knot it a whole lot more, but there you go. That, boom. That ain't gonna come out, that ain't gonna untie. There ain't nothing that's gonna get that to untie itself until you're ready to untie it. I use it a lot. Now it's only good for an anchoring point. Something that's not going to move at all. But yeah, a lot of people just don't use the hangman's noose at all. And it is such a useful knot for an anchoring point. Now, normally you'd want to clear all the snow or whatever away. I didn't. And I was going to get a couple of more stakes and anchor down either end. And I'm not even going to bother with that either. That actually should have went back farther now that I'm up front. You want a nice lean-to configuration, basically. So that's a little more like it. Okay. For all the advantages of being a non-smoker, the obvious disadvantage, you don't normally carry around a lighter. Good thing I planned on shooting a couple of videos today. Now, I had a lighter that I was going to put in that kit when I rolled it up. And somebody else, a buddy of mine, was also trying to put together a little, camp kit for himself. And he was coming along with me to get a little help from me as to what he should put in his kit. And he didn't get a lighter. So I gave him the one that I got, just, because I got a bunch laying around in various kits and whatnot. And I didn't think I was going to put that one together quite so quickly. So I never went and got another one. So my good deed means that I came slightly unprepared. That's okay. Because I came prepared to do a number of videos today. Because I'm sure you guys know by now, how difficult it is for me to get out to do these with the job that I have. Hopefully that's a thing of the past, though. Because I trained a guy, yes, within a month of me getting this new position, I've already trained somebody else. So hopefully I'll get my days off now. Now, the guy who trained me, who I'd actually like to say his name, but I never asked him if that was cool or not, and well, I don't know, you know, etiquette, I guess. I should probably ask him. But yeah, the guy who trained me did such a great job training me that it was very easy for me to pick everything up and get going. And everybody was, you know, they were fairly impressed, so they didn't mind me training the newest guy. So that's awesome. And you know, gentlemen who trained me, if you're watching, thanks a lot, appreciate it. And if he did say he was going to subscribe, I talked to about my channel a bit. So if you want, just say hi in the comments and introduce yourself, dude. It's all good. So the basic idea, you've got the clear plastic tarp in the front, the regular tarp in the back, and the mylar reflective material to help with the heat. Now when I said I grabbed the wrong tarp, it's supposed to be a couple of feet longer, so you can close off the sides and keep the heat going inside there. So because I grabbed one that was too short, I don't have the ability to close off the sides unless I use natural materials. So unfortunately it didn't really quite work out really the way I wanted it to, being that it's too small. But in a rainstorm you could stay dry. Now I used a spray adhesive with mylar on, and didn't quite work as well as I thought it might. Not really. But oh well. Right. So I messed some stuff up. I had some bad luck, but I'm still going to upload this video because the idea of it is still sound, and the fact that I've screwed some of this stuff up makes a point. Okay, so number one, like I was saying a while ago, put yourself something together. I threw this together for like less than 50, kind of, I think. It really wasn't that much. It really wasn't that much at all. And if you can get a contractor to give you some of this vapor barrier, you can put it together for really, really, really cheap. All in all, when you think you have it together, test it out. Take it outside, take it in your backyard, take it into the woods, take it somewhere, test it out. Make sure it's going to work. Right? If I had to rely on this tonight, I would be cold, I would be miserable, I would be dry, and it would get me through the night, but it wouldn't be as good as if I got the proper size backing, tarp for the back. Not a big deal though, because I'll just take some of this plastic and I'll cut it into triangles and I'll tape it onto the sides and get some clips or something and put it all together that way. It'll still work. I just don't have all of that stuff here to do it. But that's why we get out and test our gear. So for any of you who was watching the video when I was driving around in my patrol car and I was talking about just having some sort of a preparedness thing put together for relatively cheap, it is possible. Should you throw it together and leave it in the closet? Heck no. Look what just happened to me. Put it together, play around with it, make sure you've got it right. So that's yeah. That's pretty much that. That's so what the heck? Oh. On to the next one. See you in the next video, guys. Hope you enjoyed.